Hey friends, I don't know if you know this. I had meant to get this video out actually a couple weeks ago prior to me having a surgery, but unfortunately things don't always go as planned, and even though the surgery went well, no complications, I didn't get done. I had to let go of all the expectations I had beforehand and all the goals and all the stuff that I thought I could complete, which was just unrealistic. So if this information is old news, I'm sorry, but I did want you to know, just in case you don't know. But I know it has been something that popped up on our radar. Obviously, we're all dealing with the after effects of different tariffs, and I was super disappointed to find out that the Wool Warehouse was no longer shipping to the US. And I absolutely loved the Wool Warehouse. I loved their Yarnsmiths brand, so that is a total bummer. But I did put in one order to Hobbii that had made it before the tariff cutoffs, and I put one order into LindeHobby after the cutoff for the tariffs. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience, what things cost me, and what it was like ordering from LindeHobby post-tariff season. And I have done a little bit of research, and it looks like both LindeHobby and Hobbii, they are both in Denmark. I'm confused whether or not they're like sister companies. I don't know. Some people say they are, some say they're not. I don't know. But it does look like their tariff policy is identical to each other. So it should be the same at either one. And I had seen a thing on Facebook saying, you know, it was like a little scare thing where it was like, you know,
these countries are not importing to the US.
And one of them was Denmark, and I'm like, oh no. And then I did a little research, and I'm like, okay, the two companies I order from Denmark are still importing. So perfect. But there is misinformation out there. And it was funny because like right after I had seen that and investigated it, family member was like,
you know, you're not gonna be able to get yarn from there anymore.
And I'm like, I actually can. So let me show you what I got, and yeah, what happened. Let's just get into the dirt of it first, okay? So basically, both companies are still shipping, and I want to say Hobbii does offer like a free shipping option if it's over a certain, I don't know if it's like $49 or something like that. So there is that. LindeHobby, to my knowledge, does not have a free shipping option, but I think it's in that $4.99 to like $7.99 range, depending on how much you are ordering. So it's not out of line at all. I have ordered from one of my favorite companies here in the US to order from is Hirschner's, and their shipping is always way higher than that, even though it's like one state away from me. So I think the shipping is great from LindeHobby, and what they are choosing to do, and again, the policy looks the same on Hobbii, is you go ahead and ring up, you know, you have the shipping, you have the taxes and all that, and then, but they take the total of your merchandise ordered. So not the shipping, not the tax, but the total of merchandise, and it's based on the value of it, not based on what you paid for it. So if something was $20 and it was on sale for $10, the amount that they would be basing the tariff off of would be from the $20. So there is that, just so you know, if you're wondering like why in your mind like the estimation seemed like it should be lower than it was, there is that. But I believe what they were doing, I believe it was just like a 15% basically like a little fee. And by paying that up front to LindeHobby as part of the order, that it would then not create any problems as far as like customs went. Because my cat is back here, sorry. He might jump up here. There he is. He's been exceptionally naughty. I don't know if he's getting like stir crazy with me being at home so much, and I've been sleeping on the couch down in his territory, and I don't know, maybe he just thinks we're spending too much quality time together, so he's being a little nutty. But yeah, so I just paid the 15% up front. It shipped. It was right at the transition. So it did take probably like an extra week to get here than when I had ordered in the past. So there is that, but it wasn't a big deal. It's not like it's emergency yarn. You know what I'm saying? So for my particular order here, it was about $9 in the tariff fee that they sent me. So I had, you know, a few bucks in tax. I had $9 in the tariff fee. And then I also had my shipping, which was like, say, maybe $6. So all in all, I didn't think it was terrible. I was still happy. I still feel like LindeHobby is a great place to buy yarn. And even with that added tariff fee in there, I felt like I was still getting a very good deal on my yarn. So time to grab the readers. I have to have a hat on because my hair is so bad, and I'm filming several videos because I want to get caught up. And so yeah, this is what we're doing today. Can you move, please? Can you move? Okay, so I did get this Flora soft cake. This is from the LindeHobby house brand right here, and it is like a one-way yarn. It is a little over, it's 250 grams, so that's almost 9 ounces. It is 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. It says to use a 3mm crochet hook, and it is 1,000 meters, so a little over 1,000 as far as yards go. So this was a fun one, I thought. To me, this just seemed very like Western, Southwestern, Midwestern, whatever, but with the turquoise and the orange and the brown, and then there's a little bit of cream in there. Now, I can tell you for sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make a shawl for myself, and I'm going to start at the top with the dark turquoise because I want that by my face, and then depending on what is left, I may or may not use the cream. I may use the cream for fringe, but it will be fun. And this is definitely the non-plied type of yarn, so it does take a little more time and practice and patience to work out, but these make just absolutely beautiful shawls. It's gradient, it goes from one color to the next, and it's very much like the yarn art or a lot of the ones from Hobbii. So I am excited about that. I think it's going to be pretty. So I ordered some of these brown cotton 8/4 from LindeHobby as well. And it's just a finer weight cotton. It's not the softest, it's not the scratchiest. Like, it's definitely softer. Like, you could definitely make an apparel piece out of this. It's not like it's like a dishcloth cotton, but I just got it in a pretty brown, and because you know me and brown, I really like that. Okay, the next stuff I got is all drops, and like I said, without Wool Warehouse, I really just want to say, like, I think that LindeHobby is probably the best place to get drops from, and I think they actually have a little bit more in their line than Wool Warehouse did. So I did get this Drops Love You Unicolor. It is just very simple cotton. This was the color called, I think it was called like Bottle or Old Bottle or Vintage Bottle. But it's kind of a teal, but it's definitely more of a greeny base. You can kind of, you know, see next to the turquoise how green it is. I already kind of did start making a virus shawl for myself out of this, but then I'm like, why am I making summer garments? It's gonna be cool. But these were very inexpensive as well. Only, I want to say like $1.27 each when you're getting a little over 100 yards. And I know I paid, I think, about $1.29, $1.36, something like that for these cottons as well. So again, I think these are a great value. You know, if you can get 100 yards for a little over $1 of something that isn't just like for dishcloths, I think that is great. I mean, is it premium? No. But is it nice? Yes. Sticking kind of with the same color family, I did pick up this Fable. I have used Fable in the past. It is actually what that shawl is made out of right there. I think that one was called something like not chocolate chip, but it's like chocolate something. Sorry. You'll see it if it's on there. It always looks a little bit more brown and pink when I see it online than the stuff that I got. But it is very pretty. I do like it. So this is Fable, and this was the color Deep Teal. I feel like it's coming off a little more turquoisey on camera than it is in person. Let me put it up next to the green, and then this turquoise. Actually, it looks kind of similar to that. So it's definitely on the bluer side, but it's definitely a teal. And I paid, I want to say this was around $225, $250 per skein of this, and it is 50 grams, 224 yards. It is 25% polyamide and 75% wool. So it is like a sock yarn as well. And I did get enough that I got like, I think I got 5 of them here. So, you know, over 1,000 yards. I can definitely make something fun for myself out of that. Probably a scarf shawl type situation. And then I got another Fable here, and this was a mustardy type of color. And this is a little bit softer than the teal one is. It really is. I don't know if it's just like the dyeing process, you know, it's solid, it's a lighter color. But yeah, I got a mustard as well, and I love this. Put some of my mess away as I go. I have one more thing to show you, and it was definitely kind of an odd pick, but I wanted to try it out and like see what it was. One of the things that Wool Warehouse had is you could order from the World of Wool. It's a lot of alliteration, isn't it? And you could get roving, and it was a great deal for roving if you are a spinner. Well, there was this stuff, right? Did you hear that? That was my cat knocking clipboard off a dresser. So there was this stuff right here, and it is 100% wool. It is 300 meters, 328 yards, and I don't know if I said it's 3.5 ounces. And I got it in this like a rusty color here, but it said that it was good for, like, you could use it for spinning, for felting, so like kind of a multi-purpose type of thing. And I just didn't know, like, if this is something. Oh yeah, this, you can, I don't want to pull it anymore because I almost did like break. You could definitely spin this with something. Okay, so that is good to know. I may have to have Sydney look in on this a little bit more and check it out a little bit. But yeah, something interesting. Yeah. It's still a mystery. I opened it and it's still a mystery, but here is that. So please don't be afraid to order from Hobbii or LindeHobby if you haven't before. They are both really great places. My one word of caution, and this is the same anywhere, but shop what's on sale. I mean, I do find I get a little bit of sticker shock sometimes on Hobbii's website, but the stuff that they have on sale every month, like I just check in and see what's on sale, and I have found some really, really great deals. The sock yarn I got from Hobbii, I want to say it's like normally like 15, 14. Only it was on sale for like $5 a skein. So I picked up a couple of those. Like, it's just something where, you know, if you just kind of look, make sure you kind of know what you're ordering so that you order enough of something and you don't have to order when something's not on sale to be able to finish a project. And I think they are two really great sources for you to be getting your yarn. And don't be afraid about paying the tariff fee. You pay it up front, it will go through customs. You're not going to get any, like, don't believe any spammy text or emails you might get saying you owe money to customs, because you know you have already paid up front and they have taken care of it and they have paid it. So you will just get your yarn in the mail. Thank you so much for talking yarn with me. I will talk yarn with you again soon. Bye.